We got rained on all day today, but it was so worth it. Check this out. So let me just go on record in saying this first little piece of footage you're going to see is actually from last night. And here's the deal. My husband makes me dinner all the time. I don't even like pepper on my food. So spicy is just not my thing, but I have been doing really, really well, especially when it comes to the kimchi. I've tried everything. I've done pretty well on everything. Last night, that huge pot of food that they did was spicy. And I just had to find a creative way to deal with the heat.
It's so
BTS.
but it's so hot. This is what happens to Steph when she's listening to Take Two. She's all spiced up and I ginned up. This is what happens to her. Cool it off, cool it off.
So here's what I love about this. They showed us the telepathy run BTS episodes on the way to our locations because we were going to be seeing so many of them today. I mean, it was so amazing that we were all sitting on a bus together watching BTS episodes while in South Korea. So surreal. We went to a forest where the members have like different benches that they put their names on or quotes on. I think they had like 27 benches throughout this beautiful park. It includes the J-Hope area that you see sometimes. So here's the thing though. I got deathly sick while we were walking around to the point that I was shivering so badly that I had to go back to the bus. And my body was just completely shutting down. No matter how beautiful this was, it just wasn't medicine enough to help me out. So I had to sit. Look how white I was. I mean, I was pale. I'm sorry you're seeing so much of me in this video. But I just wanted to explain. So yeah, I got really, really sick. And I was sitting on that bus and I, to an infinitesimal degree, got an idea of how the guys feel when they have to sit out at a concert. Now, granted, they feel the way they feel because they're letting down ARMY, or they feel like they are, even though, of course, they're not. I was much more selfish. And in my mind, the whole time I'm thinking, I cannot get sick right now. I have literally waited for this trip for a year, almost a year and a half. I have gone 2.5 weeks here being perfectly fine. If I get sick day 2 of the BTS trip and I cannot see everything, I'm going to be distraught. And so I was really, really, really upset. I missed RM's Sister's Cafe. I saw it briefly from a moment outside, but I did not get to go in. But she did prepare me a mint tea, hot tea, and I will keep this cup forever. And but then maybe it was the tea. I started feeling a little bit better, and I got back on that horse and finished the rest of the day. So here we go. We had lunch at the restaurant where the boys did when they were in their debut days, and this angel would make sure they were well fed. And let me tell you, I cannot thank her enough for taking such good care of the guys when they were working so hard and becoming who they are today. She's got to be so proud. But her restaurant is just covered in BTS stuff. I would have gotten close-ups like I did before, but I'm telling you, my legs were not working. I still wasn't feeling great, and it was packed, so I really couldn't move around. But you get an idea. And she is adorable. Her staff was fantastic. The food was incredible. I can see why it's just home cooking and why the boys would love it so much. It was like rice and pork and a bunch of sides, and it was fantastic. This is the ceiling. I mean, she's gone all out decorating with her boys. And I just love that she took such good care of them, and now ARMY is returning the favor by visiting her restaurant and loving on her. Look at that. Oh, they're fantastic. And I got a hug from her and a photo. Look at that. And then Jeannie and I got a group shot with her. Next up, the first dorm. If you watch the BTS Run episode of the telepathy, they kind of meet up here. At least some of them do. And this is where they leave the note on one of those columns right there. And this is the street that they ran up and greeted each other. Well, Jimin ran up to, who was it? Tay-Tay and RM, I think. Oh, it's just, you guys, it's surreal. The whole experience is surreal. That you've been to such a monumental place in the history of a group of people that you adore. And there's a shot. Again, it was raining so hard. Then really just walked right around the corner and saw the original Hybe building that is covered in, as you guys have seen these photos over and over and over again. It's just as cool as you would think. I'm not going to lie. It hurts my heart to see other names from other groups written on top of the names of our boys or ARMY. But for the most part, it was mostly BTS and ARMY messages. And this place is pretty damn cool when you see it in person. I mean, there's just not anything that's not covered. I mean, even across the street, the walls over there, and even like the yellow on the ground. I don't know if you can see it in that photo, but people have written on the ground. It's so freaking cool, but look at it. We did not write our names. It was raining. Plus, I don't think we could have found a surface that hasn't been touched, and I wouldn't want to write over somebody else's message. So there's the shot, and that's across the street. You can see on the yellow lines, and then there's the shot from a different POV. Then we went to the park where the guys used to hang out. They shot an episode of Run there, and then also the telepathy episode. They sat on the swings. Then we went to the second dorm, which is now a cafe. And let me tell you, this was pretty amazing. It was just really cool going in, the greenery and the brick going up the stairs. It's really just a cement building for the most part. Just a really cool feel. You walk right in, see drawings of the guys. This is right when you walk in. I didn't get what every single area is, but I'll tell you what I do know. I believe this to the left, this is JK's room. This was JK's room. People have left mementos for him. He was on that floor by himself. So he probably felt like he was living like a king. I think walls have been taken down and things like that you'll notice up above, but and later in the video. And then you go up one flight of stairs, and that's where the cafe itself is, where you make your order. Then you go up one more flight of stairs, and this was Jimin's room. He's got his little mementos that people have left. And then you swing around, and there was J-Hope's room. Now, I apologize. I thought I got more video of J-Hope's room. I did not, so I apologize. You go up another flight of stairs, and right in front of you is the area, it used to be, I guess, walled off, I don't know, where Jin and Suga shared. Sorry. First, we're going to the right. This was Tay's room. This is our Tay-Tay's room. Pretty decent size. So they were moving up in the world when they got this dorm. It's actually much bigger than I thought that it was. I imagined it to be tiny, but I think I was just going off of their first dorm and what the pictures I had seen about that. Tributes to Tay-Tay. Okay, so now we're going to walk across the hall, and this is where you see Jin and Suga's space that they talk about how they divided it in half. And then you look over here, and this was RM's room right here. And I don't know. I'm assuming there was a wall there originally, and they opened it up for the cafe. ARMY has left all their messages, just like every place else. I love that everywhere you go, there's just touches and notes from ARMY, and just the outpouring of love. This is the main area downstairs. I don't know if this was like their main area where their kitchen was or where they hung out. I'm not sure. But they had pastries there. You could get drinks there. It's a really cool place to go. Obviously, a must do if you're ARMY. I wanted everything. I got 2 cookies, but again, I wasn't really feeling great. So this is pictures in this space of the boys and early day pictures in the room. And then I left my message on the wall. Then we had an amazing dinner. I had bulgogi with several others. Others had octopus. Others had fish. Look at all those side items. And then we headed to WHW. This is where the Golden launch party took place. And I'm sure some of you have seen the video of them entering this place. And so that was kind of a thrill, even though we weren't supposed to see that video. Kind of breaks the rules of Armydom. But anyway, this is where they entered. The owner greeted us. He was so kind. This place played BTS music the whole night. They had BTS on the screens. That is the ice cream that Tay loves. This is vanilla with coffee over it. And Blue Polar. Be on the lookout for that because it's going to be going all over the world. He told us all about it. I'm sitting where Suga sat at the Golden release party. RM and Tay-Tay's autographs. The owner said Tay is in there all the time, and he just walks in. Everybody kind of leaves him alone. It was really cool. And the owner gave us stickers, which was fun. This is what it looks like. He said that, or somebody had said that, I showed you Suga sat right there in that right booth, and then J-Hope was sitting at the bar. And they said where the others sat, but I didn't hear that very well. But this is a really cool place. It's not as big as what you would think it would be, but it was really cool. The atmosphere was great. And again, of course, they have a little nook with all things BTS. I just love that no matter where you go, you just see all this outpouring of love. It only confirms that we chose the right 7 men to support. What a way to end the night, huh? Now I'm going back to bed, putting my legs up. We go on a trip tomorrow. We pack up tonight, start a new city tomorrow. The adventure continues. I'll see you tomorrow.